In 1974, the movie Happy Days was released and created a pop culture phenomenon, a deep impression in the hearts of the audience, with the story of the life of the Cunningham family and their friends in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in the 50s. The work was not only a huge commercial success, but also became an unforgettable part of the memories of an entire generation. But behind those classic characters are actors with very unique fates. More than 50 years have passed. Time has carved different traces on their lives. Some continue to shine brightly. Some choose a quiet path, and there are also those who have had to stop their journey in tragedy. Let's look back at the ups and downs of the cast that made up the soul of Happy Days. Henry Winkler as Arthur Fonzie Fonzarelli. In Happy Days, Arthur Fonzie Fonzarelli was the soul and the rebellious yet compassionate heart of the show, with his leather jacket, his big bike, and his catchphrase, Fonzie left an indelible impression. Henry Winkler, then 29, brilliantly portrayed the image of a social outcast with a strong moral code, becoming the older brother and trusted advisor to Richie and his friends. The character was originally a supporting role, but Winkler's charisma was so great that the producers put him first, and it was a decision that made history. After the explosive success of Happy Days, Henry Winkler's career did not stop at the iconic role. He worked tirelessly to escape the huge shadow of Fonzie, turning to producing and directing behind the success of hit series such as MacGyver and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Winkler not only proved his talent behind the scenes, but also reaffirmed his status as an actor, with diverse roles in movies such as Scream and The Waterboy. A new, glorious chapter in his career opened with his role in the HBO series Barry, a role that brought him his first Emmy Award for Best Supporting Actor in 2018, after more than 45 years of dedication. In his personal life, Winkler has had a happy and lasting marriage to Stacy Weitzman since 1978. He is also a successful children's book author with the Hank Zipser series based on his own experiences with dyslexia, inspiring millions of children around the world. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and life. It seems that the role of Fonzie is a complete opposite of his fate. Film. Fonzie is a confident person, easy in everything but in real life. Henry Winkler struggled with dyslexia since childhood, a silent battle that made him always feel inferior. It was the extraordinary effort to overcome adversity that molded a resilient and compassionate Henry Winkler, a person who always used his fame to participate in charitable activities, especially organizations that support children. Today, at the age of 80, Henry Winkler continues to act and give back to society. His journey is a testament to hard work, overcoming adversity, and believing in oneself, a story even more inspiring than the legendary Fonzie. Marion Ross as Marion Cunningham. In Happy Days, Marion Cunningham, or Mrs. C as she was affectionately known, was the heart of the show. With her radiant smile and never-ending optimism, she was the ideal mother of 1970s America. Marion Ross, then 46, portrayed the devoted housewife who kept the family fire burning and was a strong support for her husband and children in a realistic and graceful manner. He received 2 Emmy nominations for this role, a well-deserved recognition of her talent. After the success of Happy Days, Marion Ross' career did not slow down, but instead reached new heights. She did not let herself be pigeonholed as Mrs. C, but continued to challenge herself with more diverse and complex roles. She received much praise for her role as a Jewish mother in the series Brooklyn Bridge, a role that earned her 2 more Emmy nominations. In addition to her success on television, Marion also made a big splash on the silver screen with her role as a loyal housekeeper in The Evening Star. 1996, the sequel to Terms of Endearment, and received a Golden Globe nomination. She also returned to her love of theater, participating in many plays and reaping success. Her personal life also had many ups and downs. She divorced her first husband after 18 years of marriage and raised 2 children alone. She later found happiness with her second husband, Paul Michael, until his death in 2011. What is worth pondering is the connection between the role and life. It seems that the role of Marion Cunningham has strangely applied to her life. Like her character, Marion Ross in real life is a resilient, optimistic, and energetic woman. No matter how difficult she faces in her career or personal life, she always keeps her spirit up and pursues her passion to the end. The warmth and positivity she brings to the character Mrs. C are also the qualities that her friends and colleagues always admire in her. Today, at 97, Marion Ross is retired, but still a living legend of Hollywood. She lives on a farm she affectionately calls Happy Days Farm. Her journey is a testament to her perseverance, love of her craft, and ability to constantly reinvent herself, a source of endless inspiration for generations of actors to come. Tom Bosley as Howard Cunningham. On Happy Days, Howard Cunningham epitomized the 1950s American dad, hard-working, slightly conservative, but warm and devoted to his family as the owner of a hardware store. He was a rock, always there to offer his children, if sometimes a little old-fashioned advice. Tom Bosley, then 47, brilliantly portrayed the mix of fatherly seriousness and good-natured humor. He made a perfect pair with Marion Ross, and the image of him sitting in an armchair reading the newspaper became an iconic one. After Happy Days ended, Tom Bosley's career continued to flourish with many other memorable roles on television. He was not limited to the image of a gentle father, but proved his versatility. Audiences remember him through the role of Sheriff Amos Tupper in the famous detective series Murder, She Wrote, and especially the role of the crime-solving priest in Father Dowling Mysteries. Before that, he was also a talented stage actor, winning the prestigious Tony Award in 1960 for his role in the musical Fiorello. In addition, he was also a talented voice actor, contributing his voice to many animated films such as The World of David the Gnome. In his personal life, he had a rather peaceful life, married twice, and was always a family man, just like the character he portrayed. The connection between Tom Bosley's role and his life is admirable. Like Howard Cunningham, he was a warm, trustworthy, and well-liked man. His long career, spanning over half a century, is a testament to his professionalism and dedication. Whether playing a father, a sheriff, or a priest, he brought to his characters the authenticity and reliability that made him famous. However, that successful and honorable journey had to stop. On October 19, 2010, Tom Bosley passed away at the age of 83 due to lung cancer and staph infection. His departure left a big void in the hearts of fans and the entertainment industry. The legacy he left behind was not only classic roles, but also the image of a true artist, a model father on screen that warmed the hearts of millions of viewers. Ron Howard as Richie Cunningham. On Happy Days, Richie Cunningham was the heart and soul of the early seasons, with his signature red hair and good old boy look. Richie was the audience's guide to the world of 1950s Milwaukee. Ron Howard, then 20, but already a seasoned child actor, played the role of a smart, slightly awkward guy who always tried to do the right thing. His relationship with his family, and especially his friendship with Fonzie, formed the backbone of the entire series. After leaving Happy Days in 1980, Ron Howard's career took a brilliant and extraordinary turn, establishing him as one of Hollywood's top directors. Proved his natural talent with a series of hit films in many different genres, from romantic comedies like Splash 1984 and Cocoon 1985 to critically acclaimed dramas like Apollo 13 1995 and Frost Nixon 2008. His career peaked in 2002 when he won 2 Oscars for Best Director and Best Picture for A Beautiful Mind. Together with his longtime partner Brian Grazer, he founded Imagine Entertainment, one of Hollywood's most successful production companies. In his personal life, he has been enviably married to his high school wife, Cheryl Alley, since 1975, and they have 4 children, including actress Bryce Dallas Howard. The most thoughtful thing is the parallel between the role and life. The character Richie Cunningham always dreamed of becoming a writer, a storyteller, and it seems that was also Ron Howard's destiny. He left the role to pursue his dream of storytelling, but not through words, but through the language of cinema. His illustrious directing career is the continuation and sublimation of the aspiration that the character Richie had cherished. He went from a beloved actor to a creator of worlds and stories that touched millions of hearts. Today, at 71, Ron Howard remains one of the most influential voices in Hollywood. His journey is a modern fairy tale, a testament to his talent, vision, and tireless dedication to the craft, and continues to inspire countless young filmmakers around the world. Anson Williams as Potsy Weber, on Happy Days. Potsy Weber was an integral part of the trio of best friends Richie Potsy and Ralph. With his somewhat naive personality and gifted singing voice, Potsy was often the source of both funny and sad situations, but he was also a loyal friend. The performance of Anson Williams, then 25, brought charm and lovableness to the character, expressing the sincerity and a little awkwardness of adolescence. His singing voice was also a highlight, often performed in episodes at Arnold's. After Happy Days ended, Anson Williams found a new and successful path behind the camera. He turned to directing and has built a remarkable career. Has directed hundreds of episodes for popular TV series such as Melrose Place, Beverly Hills, 90210, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Lizzie McGuire, and The Secret Life of the American Teenager. This move shows another talent and acumen of his in the entertainment industry. In addition, he is a successful businessman, co-founder of the cosmetics company Star Maker Products. In his personal life, he has been through several marriages and always maintains a good relationship with his co-stars on Happy Days. The connection between the role and Anson Williams' life is quite interesting. While on screen, Potsy is a somewhat simple and unremarkable character. In real life, Anson Williams is an intelligent, dynamic, and visionary person. He does not let himself be constrained by the fame of the role, but actively seeks and conquers new challenges. His success as a director and businessman is a complete contrast to the image of the somewhat naive Potsy. Today, at 76, Anson Williams continues to direct and run his business. His journey is a testament to his ability to adapt and reinvent himself in a competitive industry. He has proven that success lies not only in front of the camera, but also in creating stories behind it. Don Most as Ralph Malph. On Happy Days, Ralph Malph was the main comedian of the group. Together with Potsy, he formed a pair of troublemakers, entertaining the audience with his overconfidence and mischievous antics. The performance of Don Most, then 21, turned what was initially a rather obscure character into an integral part of the series. His charm and natural comedic ability made Ralph Malph a beloved character. After the success of Happy Days, Don Most continued his acting career with guest roles in many films and television shows. However, he also decided to pursue another great passion that he had long cherished: singing. He returned to his first love of jazz and swing music, forming the Donnie Most Band and touring extensively. He released several albums and received praise for his voice, proving his versatility as an artist. He also tried his hand at directing and made a few independent films. In his personal life, he is happily married to actress Morgan Hart, whom he met on the set of Happy Days. The connection between Don Most's role and his life shows a surprising development. While Ralph Malph is a humorous character always looking to stand out, Don Most is a serious and versatile artist in real life. He did not limit himself to acting, but also courageously pursued his passion for music in the later stages of his career. This journey shows a man who is always looking for the fullest expression of himself, not afraid to challenge and reinvent himself. Today, at 72, Don Most is still working hard on his acting projects and especially his singing career. His journey is proof that it is never too late to pursue your dreams, and that passion for art can be ignited at any stage of life. In Happy Days, Pat Morita played Arnold, the original owner of the diner. Although he only appeared in a few seasons, his character left a deep impression with his humor and charming jokes. He was the one who created a cozy space where the main characters gathered, shared, and grew up. Pat Morita's acting brought a new breeze to the series and was extremely loved by the audience. Pat Morita's career is an extraordinary story of overcoming adversity. Born to Japanese immigrants, he contracted spinal tuberculosis as a child and spent nearly a decade in the hospital, thought he would never walk again. After a miraculous recovery, he and his family were sent to a concentration camp during World War II. overcoming all odds. He started out as a stand-up comedian before turning to television. After Happy Days, his career peaked, with his legendary role as Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid 1984. This role not only earned him an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor, but also made him a global cultural icon, a wise teacher to millions of viewers. He went on to star in numerous films and television series, becoming one of the most successful and respected Asian actors in Hollywood. The connection between Pat Morita's roles and his life is truly inspiring. From the comedic Arnold to the erudite Mr. Miyagi, his characters exude warmth and wisdom beneath their simple exteriors. That's who he is, a man who has endured countless adversities, but still retains optimism, humor, and a deep soul. His life is a lesson in resilience and the power of the human spirit. However, that journey of strength and glory had to stop. On November 24, 2005, Pat Morita passed away at the age of 73 due to kidney failure. His passing was a great loss to the film industry. His legacy is immortal roles and an extraordinary life story, a testament that even in the most difficult circumstances, people can still rise and shine. Scott Baio as Chachi Arcola on Happy Days. Chachi Arcola appeared and immediately became a phenomenon. Fonzie's cousin Chachi was handsome, a bit rebellious, and had a heart for Joni Cunningham. The performance played by then-teenager Scott Baio turned Chachi into a teen idol of the late 70s and early 80s. Chachi and Joni's love story was so popular that it even had its own spin-off series called Joni Loves Chachi. After Happy Days ended, Scott Baio continued to solidify his status as a TV star, with a starring role in the successful sitcom Charles in Charge, which ran from 1984 to 1990. He also starred in the series Diagnosis Murder and tried his hand at directing several TV shows. However, his career also had its ups and downs. In the 2000s, he returned to reality TV with the series Scott Baio is 45 and Single, in which he reflected on his past relationships. In his personal life, he was known for dating many beautiful actresses before marrying Renee Sloan in 2007, with whom he had a daughter. He is also known for his outspoken conservative political views. The connection between Scott Baio's role and his life is complicated. The role of Chachi brought him immense fame at a very young age, turning him into a symbol of romance and glamour. However, the huge shadow of Chachi also posed a challenge. In real life, he faced the pressure of fame and the ups and downs of his career. His journey mirrors that of a teen idol who has to learn to grow up in the public eye. Today at 65, Scott Baio is still active in the entertainment industry, although he is no longer at the peak of his powers. He spends a lot of time with his family and is not afraid to express his personal opinions. His journey is a testament to the transformation of a child star from the peak of fame to an adult life with very unique choices and marks. Pat Morita and Matsuo Arnold Takahashi. Erin Moran as Joni Cunningham on Happy Days. Joni Cunningham was the mischievous youngest sister of the family, nicknamed Shortcake by Fonzie. Joni won the hearts of viewers from the very first episode. Erin Moran, then 14, played a natural and adorable portrayal of a teenage girl with her curiosity, petulance, and first crushes. Viewers watched Joni grow up over the seasons, and her love story with Chachi Arcola became one of the most beloved storylines. After the huge success of Happy Days and its spin-off series, Joni Loves Chachi, Erin Moran's career began to face many difficulties. Like many other child actors, she struggled to find mature roles and escape the overwhelming shadow of Joni. She appeared in a few guest roles on television, but could not regain her former glory. Her personal life also faced many difficulties. After Happy Days ended, she admitted to feeling lost. In her later years, she faced financial difficulties, even losing her home and living in a trailer park in Indiana. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and life. It seems that the role of Joni Cunningham is a complete opposite of her. Fate on film. Joni is a girl surrounded by the love of her family, has a bright future and a beautiful love story. But in real life, Erin Moran has to face a harsh reality with a fading career and an unstable life. The early spotlight seems to have taken away her normal childhood and pushed her onto a thorny path as an adult. However, that journey, full of ups and downs and tragedy, had to stop abruptly. On April 22, 2017, Erin Moran passed away at the age of 56 due to complications from nasopharyngeal cancer. Her departure left a deep sorrow in the hearts of her fans and colleagues. The legacy she left behind was not only the image of the lovely Joni, but also a life story full of contemplation about the price of fame and the dark corners behind the spotlight. Al Molinaro, as Al Del Vecchio. In Happy Days, Al Del Vecchio is the second owner of Arnold's, a gentle and somewhat sentimental Italian man. With his kind heart and sincere advice, he quickly becomes a great friend to the group of young people. The performance of veteran actor Al Molinaro brings warmth and closeness to the character. His resigned sigh of yep, 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 every time he hears the children's troublesome stories, has become an unforgettable mark. Before becoming Al Del Vecchio, Al Molinaro was a familiar actor through the role of police officer Murray in the series The Odd Couple. His career was a journey of perseverance and perseverance. Coming from a family of Italian immigrants, he worked many jobs from real estate business to running a debt collection company before being able to fully pursue his acting dream. After Happy Days, he continued to appear in television series and was especially successful as a spokesperson for advertising brands. He also opened a restaurant chain called Big Al's, inspired by his own character. In his personal life, he married twice and has always been a simple, kind man. The connection between Al Molinaro's role and his life is beautiful. It seems that the role of Al Del Vecchio is a reflection of who he really is, both on screen and in real life. He is a gentle, kind, and hard-working person. He came to acting quite late, but with perseverance and talent. He created characters that live on in the hearts of audiences forever. His career is a testament to the saying, "Hard work pays off." However, that quiet and dedicated journey had to end. On October 30th, 2015, Al Molinaro passed away at the age of 96 due to complications from a gallbladder infection. His passing at such a young age closed a chapter of an admirable career. His legacy is not only a collection of lovable characters, but also the story of a man who pursued his passion to the end and brought joy to millions